Hey, what's going on, guys? This is TerrenceRe back at you with another stock market live. Um, doing some live streaming right now. And unless you've been hiding in a cave, you see I got GameStop up. Uh, like I said, I wanted to come on today and walk through some stuff. If you checked out my video from Friday, I put a video on Friday, uh, and I talked about GameStop. I think it was at like 19 bucks when I did the video on Friday. And then I got in, I purchased some on Friday. I think at like 19, I don't remember, 19 something. If you check the community notes, you'll see what I did. And I actually got into excuse me. I bought some more yesterday. I think around 20, I don't know, 27, 20 something, 28. Bought some then. Then I bought some more before the bell closed yesterday. I like 31. I ain't post all those. I may do it after this video. Put the stuff up on the community note. So just so you guys try to be a little transparent with some of the stuff I'm talking about. And and I think like my overall position is like right around 26.15 or something like that. So basically, when the market opened today, I lost count. It's been halted. GameStop has been halted quite a few times. I'm gonna go to a 1 minute chart. You can see right now, excuse me, you can see right now where it's at. You can see the gap up, and you can see where it come down off of his opening high. And one thing that I would like to do, I'm gonna do something to show how I kind of look at this. Now, you may be in two camps. You got a camp of people that are like, I never sell it. Like I think like Andrew Tate, he said he bought some, saying he ain't never selling it. And you got a lot of people saying that it's halted again. So if you look right now, it says halted up here. So it just got halted again at what? Well, halted at 958. And so back to what I was saying, you got people, AMC as well is halting. Uh, but you got people saying that never sell. So you got that camp of people. Now I'll say this: Andrew Tate is well off right now. He rich. So whatever he got in there, it's like he don't care whether he win it or lose it. Now you somebody that got your life savings in there. I don't know if anyone's seen the movie Dumb Money. It was one particular person on there. I think she had put like 5 grand or something in and got it up to 500,000 and didn't sell. Right? I ain't telling nobody what to do, but I would do that. I wouldn't do that at all. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is I may close out like 2/3 of my position. So I got about 3 tranches in it. And I may close out 2 of those tranches and just let the other one ride and just see how where it can go. Right. But I'll be up money and I won't be to the point to where I would lose anything. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not gonna come on here. I think it might be a little irresponsible to come on here and tell you guys like to never sell and keep buying. Like I do think now I'm gonna do some analysis on where I think it can go. And we'll just, where I think it can go. So I'm gonna do a weekly chart and I'm gonna go out 5 years. Now this is each candlestick is a week, represents a week. Let's high indicators. Let's make it look a little well, we can try to tell. So here is the high back when the mania happened. This was back in January. This is the week of January 25th, 2021. It got up to 120.75. We're currently at $55. Now, what I want to talk about is pre-market. This stock got all the way up to 80 bucks pre-market. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on let's do a 1 minute candlestick. So you can't see it right here because I don't have pre-market on here. Now what I'm gonna do is go to my settings. You probably won't see it on your screen because it's not gonna show it to you. But I go up here to sessions, and then I'm gonna show the extended hours. Now, when I show extended hours, you can see everything that happened pre-market. So this is all. This is 7:36 before the opening bell. It hit 80. Now, what I think will happen is at some point the stock will retest that area because the market pre-market it didn't in my past experience, whenever you have the market run to some levels pre-market or even after market hours, not during normal hours, it generally tends to during market hours to reach some of those levels. Um, so I do think that right, and you can see it made a top right here. You had a double top right here, but this was all pre-market, and then it came down. I think sometime during today, and if not today, maybe tomorrow, we will get some type of we'll get some type of move in here, some type of pattern, and then it'll take off again. Maybe forming right now. So if you see this low right here, right around 45 bucks, let's see what happens. I'm gonna go look at some other stuff and then I'll come back to GameStop and see what happens. Another it's still halted right now too, which is crazy. I just think that without them halting this stock, there's no telling where it would be right now. And then I'm gonna go over some other things why I think there's a larger risk to the market. And this is showing you the risk. I talked about that on Friday. Um, See, when you see stuff like this happen, this is not an isolated incident. This isn't happening just over in a particular area and doesn't affect the whole market. So some people may say, well, how would this affect the whole market? When you have someone that is some hedge fund or whatever that's shorting a stock, and I don't understand. I said this on Friday why anyone would short any of these stocks. If I was going to short a stock and I was a hedge fund, I'd be shorting like stuff like Apple. I short big stocks, and people may say, "Well, that's crazy. Why would you short?" Because I would be shorting um, when it's like when it's overbought or something like that. Did Apple doesn't is not gonna for the most part gap up 40, 50 bucks and run on you where you don't have any like where you can't get out of a position. It's not generally is you have like a non-zero chance of that happening. And so those would be the type of stocks that I was short. I don't understand why you would short something like this. So this is showing me that we have problems in our markets because now someone who is upside down here, so you got a hedge fund or whoever come on, and they're upside down, like right, they're shorting this stock and they're down money, and now they're being told they got to post more money, like they got to put more money in the account. Their margin is being affected. They get a margin call or whatnot. They have to add more money uh, to be able to hold their positions. So when that happens, either they come up with some more money or they have to sell other positions that they have. So what you will it's just like in your home, things happen and you down money, you start looking at stuff that you can sell or pawn to raise money. Well, in the markets, what they generally do is, hey, I'm selling Nvidia stock, right? So you may own stock in Nvidia, which has probably been a winner for you, and now you got to raise more capital, so you sell your Nvidia stock, or you sell your Netflix, or you sell your Amazon, or your Meta. You sell those stocks to raise capital, and then that's how you get a market to start spiraling. That's how you get the market to start going down. If we look over here, we have a VIX today that is green. So we have a VIX over here. Now let's go to the daily and let's look at the VIX. We have a VIX. Come on, why are you? What's going on? I'll start with the shenanigans. Let's see. We have a VIX that has gapped up today. Look at this VIX. See how it gapped up right here? And it's not today, but Monday, yesterday. Now we got a VIX that's up. So that's telling us that volatility is up. All the while we got GameStop and AMC going crazy. Now, if we look over here at the volatility of the volatility, I like to look at the VVIX sometimes. If it pulls up, I don't know what's going on with the you can see right here, it's up as well. So what that's telling me is that even though the market is green, the overall the S&P 500, the S&P futures are up, small, but they're up. The Russell is up, Nasdaq, all the bonds are up. Volatility is up as well. So volatility is beginning to expand again, even though the market is still green. That's telling me that there's risk in the markets. It's picking up. Volatility is expanding. So something is on the brink of like I really think something is on the brink of breaking again. And I talked about that on Friday in the video with GME. Another thing that showed me that GME was getting ready to do something back here when I got in at 19, like I'm back here on Friday telling you like go watch the live stream from Friday. Basically told you guys, but it wasn't that I was looking at a chart to figure that out. No, 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 no. I wasn't looking at a chart to figure that out. I was looking at the option chain. Well, I came out to the monthly and I was out here in June and I was looking at the option chain. Now, the option chain does not even done this was the craziest option chain you ever want to see right now, but it did not look like this on Friday. On Friday, you had puts that were really cheap. The puts because it was at $19. So the puts that were, I think the expected move was like $7, if I'm not mistaken, on Friday. Go back and watch the video from Friday. The expected move was $7. Because the expected move was $7, I went down from 19 to like right around $11, and I was looking at showing an example of the expected move. The puts were like around 40, $50. They were really, really cheap. The calls um on the other range of the expected move, $7 up, that right around 25, 26. They were selling 4 to 5 times the puts. So that was showing. I talked about skew. Whenever you have option skew like that, is the market and the market is pricing calls over the puts. The risk is to the upside. Generally, stocks do not crash up. Stocks generally crash down. You may sometimes have commodities that crash up. You have them spike, but generally stocks don't crash. It happens every now and then, and it's happening now. The stock is literally crashing up, and the option chain was telling you that you had a real risk of that happening. I wish I had bought some of those 25 calls. I think I could have bought some for probably like I think it was like $2.50, $3 then. Like I would have 10x the money. If I would have just bought the calls, I'd had no idea like it was gonna do this in that short amount of time. But I did see the risk there, and the market was showing me the risk. Now, right now, you can see you got calls. The market is not even, they're not even making markets and options above $55. So they're not even letting you go out and buy calls now. Let's go out 65, what's it, 66 days? Look, they don't even have calls for you to buy out past 55. So they're not letting you buy out of the money calls. On Friday, you could have bought out of the money calls, and those calls would have been worth today. Um, those calls, if I remember correctly, was like 250 to $3. Look, they like right around 3 grand now. That's 10x. You get 10x your money in like 2 days. Um, Now I bought stock, and so now I'm just holding. I got some stock in another account, and I'm just sitting on it. So I'm waiting on it to whenever they turn this loose. It's trading now. It's not halted. Uh, let's look and see what. Just looking at it right now, you can see this is a 1 minute chart. I think it went back to without the extended session. So this is showing you the gap without extended hours. Now remember I said the extended hours, there was a top put in of like $80. So let's see. I really think that at some point the market will get back to that area during market hours. Um, at least that's my guess anyway. I don't know that for sure. I would recommend anybody like something like this, you own stock in it. And I know the cool thing, I'm gonna be try to be responsible and tell you that all of your money is at risk. You buy into this, your money is at risk. All of it. It's not like I don't think Apple would go to back down to like $9, right? GME could go from here down back down to $9. So you buy it up here, you have to be careful. I would not at this point it's like getting a lottery ticket. I would not put money in something and not be prepared. Don't put anything in this that you can't just walk away from and take the L and be all right with it. Just trying to be a little responsible with you guys. And I know I've been on Twitter all day for like the past. It has been exciting. I've been on Twitter for the past couple days, even really all weekend looking at it. And everybody is pretty, excited. All the retail traders anyway. Which I think is odd interacting with people. I don't interact with people who don't have a face on there with a picture, right? Like if you're gonna say something, own it. If you really wanna, I don't like that. What is it? Anonymity. Where you on there, you firing, and then but you're not really owning it, right? No one knows who you are. You got a dog up there, a freaking cat or NFT, and you talking crap. Go on, put your picture on there. You probably look like a dork, but it's okay. Put your picture on there and then fire, take your talk your junk. But anyway, let's get to some of the regular market participants right now. Uh, I do have a short call in the Nasdaq that I've been getting smoked on, and I really would like to see the Nasdaq make a move to the downside. I still got a short call here. I'm short excuse me, I'm short the 440 and I'm long the 445 on this call spread. It's right here, as they call it, on the dance floor. And I still got like 38 days. So I'm gonna hold it. It is on my stochastic overbought. So I'm just looking, I just need a little down move. Come on down, and I probably could make a little money if I could get it down, start trying to fill these gaps or something like that. I thought when now the market did go down some pre-market. I think some news came out. So overall, I think that's all I got. I think in this account, I do own a few shares of AMC in this account. I will not hold it forever. Just letting you guys know, I don't have diamond hands. I'm not doing that. I have in a different account, I have some shares that I probably will never sell. Right, it's enough to be there where I ain't tripping because I'm gonna take profit on the rest of it. So then at that point, I guess it's house money. So I'll hold that to fight with the resistance or whatnot. But I want I seen somebody post on, and I don't know how true it is, on X. The guy said he got his life savings and roaring kitty's hands. It was funny. It was crazy. I seen one picture where a guy was throwing away a book of Benjamin Graham, The Intelligent Investor. He was throwing it in the trash. So, but when you have market moves like this, in my opinion, just the way I am, I'm a gambler and I like to take chances. Um, if you don't ever take a chance, you don't ever like the risk. Uh, is worth this. The risk has to be equal to the reward. Generally, when you find something and somebody tell you like, "Hey, it's basically no risk," like somebody trying to get you to invest, and then they come to you and they say, "Hey, man, ain't no risk in this. It's basically zero risk." There is no such thing as zero risk. I seen somebody, a particular person, a personality online, and he was trying to get people to invest in something, and he was like, "Man, it's basically zero risk." I knew right then and there he lying to you. He's lying to people, or either he don't understand what he's saying. Anytime you run across somebody and they want you to invest in something and they tell you that there's zero risk, they're either ignorant or they are trying to scam you. There is no such thing as an investment with no risk. If there's an investment with no risk, the reward isn't even worth it. It's not worth anything. So something like this, you can slow roll and invest in growth dividend stocks. And yeah, you may have something near at the end, a little nest egg, and after 40, 50 years of, hitting that, driving that nail into the wood, you got a little bit of money and you don't work your whole life for it, right? And there are times GME is halted again, so is AMC. And there's times when you have opportunities like this, Bitcoin, stuff like that, where you you wanna take like me, I'm gonna take the risk. I'll risk a few $1,000s, um, and if I lose it, I lose it, right? But in these instances right here, man, you can 5x, 10x your money. Like, you can there are people I seen one guy had some calls that he had bought for, like, 21 cent, right? He bought these calls with 20, I think it was 20, maybe 27 cents, something like that. If you look on Unusual Whales Twitter, or excuse me, X page, he made the comment. So you'll see it on there. He showed it from yesterday on the unusual options thing. So when you see somebody like that and they turned it into, I forgot how much, 2 million, 2, 3, it was some millions. He bought that many of those call options and then they turned to millions. I don't know who that person is. Um, that was me. I'd be quitting my job today. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not, Bear, maybe I don't know if I quit, but I ain't going in. But who knows? That might be enough for you to start doing whatever I may stream every day on here. It just, but that person had to take a chance like that. I wouldn't have took that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where that was just luck, because I didn't see where he's seen that from. Like, I don't know where anybody would see. But the point that I'm making is the risk got to be worth the reward. Like, he took a risk, because not you may say, yeah, they was like 27 cent, but he bought like thousands of them. So he spent some money and then he just sat on them. And then now look what's going on. And so hopefully he cashed out. I think he did cash out some, but I hope he did. But that's what I mean. Taking chances. Sometimes they pay off and sometimes they don't, but you got to be willing to take the shot sometimes. So but like I said, AMC and GME are halted right now. If they had not if they weren't halting this stock, I don't think, ain't no telling where it would be. So they basically not letting it trade. So as soon as it open up and they let it run a little bit, they halted again. And they halted again. And general, I don't know if most of the people that are doing the buying on this stock, they may not even be, um, they may have jobs. So you may not be able to sit at home and just pile into it. Like me, I got a job. So I'll be going to work today. I'm about to hit my workout, play with my dog, and then shower. Then I'll be gone. And I don't know if that's part of their plan, but And I just want to say that this isn't this happens in other cases as well. They have circuit breakers on the uh, in the futures market, and sometimes you may see like the futures market like tanking. I know during COVID, circuit breaker came in a lot of times. I don't remember how many, but it was just coming in. I don't know if it was happening like this though. I think they have circuit breakers in the futures where they do like 3 of them. Like, they do it by percentage, down. I think, like, the first one will come in if it's 5% down. Then I think the second one will come in if it's like they'll halt the trading at 7% or 10, something like that, and then another one. And I think after that third one, they may keep them down for a while, but they do that so that people don't panic, because sometimes people will do panic selling. So they see it going down and then they be like, oh, I gotta get out and I gotta get out. And then they sell and they sell and they sell. And they basically keeping like crashes from happening. In this particular instance, the stock is crashing up. So they're doing the same thing. But I just want to come on and talk about that, guys, and talk you through it. So basically, if you want to know a recap where I think the stock can get to today, I think, and it's unhalted, it is moving again. I think that it can get to, like I said, 80. If I had to pick um, a top or a take profit zone for me today, you could either say the high right here at 64.83, or you could say uh, the pre-market high of 80. Those are the two areas where if you needed take profit levels. Now, obviously, like I said, I would not play this with stops. If you buy into this, because you could get stopped out. It could come down and hit you, run your stop, and then take off again. There's no rhyme or reason for this. It has nothing to do with fundamentals. So it's kind of hard to make that case. Be careful. Do not put money in here that you cannot afford to lose. The money that I have in here, if it went to zero, my life ain't changing. I ain't gonna go like I ain't gonna be depressed at all. I won't give a crap. I'm just gonna move on. I come on and do another video again this weekend. It is what it is, right? So you need to trade it like you don't give a crap. And if you do that, you should be fine. If you go putting your life savings into this, it's gonna wreck you. And I think, and at the end of this, there will be more losers than there will be winners. It just that's how it goes. Somebody's gonna get, get left. Don't get caught up in all the hoopla. People creating content. So diamond hands, people saying diamond hands. So they're trying to create content. And then now you get paid for your content and posting it online and stuff like that. So they telling you it's diamond hands. You have no idea of knowing how much they bought, when they bought it, or when they're selling it, unless they're like posting their stuff like me being transparent. And then you still don't know if I'm telling the truth or not, just being honest. So, or trying to be. So don't listen to a lot of these people on these channels telling you, I'm not saying um anything bad about anyone. I'm just saying be responsible with your money, right? And then that's that. Go get this workout in. Um, I'll be doing live videos all week. As long as this stock is doing crazy stuff, I'll be coming on here talking you guys through it. Oh, another thing, do not and do stay away from selling options. I would not sell options in here. They're not letting you go far out of the money anyway. It's the option chain, at least on TastyTrade, is only up to, they only have options up to 55 right here. Do not, I would not, I wouldn't sell these options uh with somebody else's money. Do not, uh I would stay away from selling options in here. Now, real quick, before I get out of here, I want to talk about AMC. The option chain on AMC looks better to me, in my opinion. I like the option chain over here. I like the puts, being able to sell puts. You got some juicy premium right here. I am considering selling puts. I need to make a decision. I'm kind of like what I'm gonna do. But if I did anything, I'd probably sell. If I'm gonna do anything, I'd probably sell the 7 puts right here. You can collect like $2 on it. The 18 Delta. Uh, that means if the stock were to come back down, let's say I get put the shares, I get put the shares at $7 minus the 2 that I collected in premium. My cost basis would be at $5. I like that deal as long as the stock is going bananas like this, right? Also, or you could do a cover call. Buy if you bought in here at 10, maybe come out here and sell the I would not only thing about selling these options out here, and you say, why would you sell them here? Because if you do a cover call, you buy 100 shares at 10, that's 1,000. Sell the call right here at $20. If the stock were to run up to 20, you'd make $1,000 on the shares that you bought minus the call. The only thing about it is these calls could explode in value and offset the profit that you would make on the stock going up. It could be close. You still would make some money. So I would be careful with the cover call. I generally right now the best move to me is selling the 7 strike, or you could go in the money and do the poor man's cover call, sell it in the money put right here at 10. Sell that one, collect the $4. Your cost basis will be you really in it. Once you subtract the 4, if you were to get put the shares, you'd be right around $6 in AMC. So AMC has better options. The option chain is tighter. You got more, you know, the skew is still to the call side, to the upside. So the risk is over here. So I still think AMC got more room to run just based on the option chain. With that, guys, I'm going to be out. Peace. Be responsible with your trading. I'm out.